Hello, I'm Nicole Best, and I'm going to be guiding you through a yoga sequence that will increase the core strength as well as help build back strength and stretch that low back out and the upper back. So, what you'll need is a mat, a block if you have one, if not a book or a chair close by works, and some music playing, and let's get started. So we're first going to start in child's pose. So we're going to come to our hands and knees, opening our knees wide, sending our hips back to our heels, and we're going to walk our arms out, and we're just going to stretch back. Remembering to breathe in and out. Now we're going to walk our hands to one side, stretching the side body. Feel free to lower your forehead to the ground. Just really settle in. And walking our hands through the center, stretching the opposite side. And then bringing your body back to the center. Inhale and exhale, stretching it back up. This time, keeping your chin to the ground, looking forward, closing your eyes, whichever feels comfortable. Coming through onto your forearms, bringing your knees about hips distance, relaxing the tops of the toes onto the mat. We're going to come into a table position, so neutral spine. Elongate the neck, reaching the crown of the head away, sending the tailbone away. Bring the navel to the spine, so engaging those abs. We're going to exhale and round the spine, dropping the head into a cat. Really feeling the shoulders separate at the top of your back. And then we're going to start to curve the spine, starting with the tailbone, dropping one vertebrae at a time. As you come through your back, up through the upper back, and then the neck. So the head lifts here in your cow pose. So pushing the earth away, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. And then we're going to start with the tailbone again, rounding as we push the earth away into your cat. And then again, slowly and mindfully rolling the spine from your cat to your cow. Exhaling when you move to your cat. And then inhaling as you arrive in your cow. A few more times at your own pace. And then finding that neutral table position. We're going to tuck the toes. We're going to let the knees hover a little bit, engaging those abs. We're going to open the knees and the hips to the heels, stretching back. So pushing your mat away with your palms, long arms. And then we're going to pull it forward again. So it's like a little rock here. Then we're going to rock back, stretching our back. And then again, rocking forward, keeping those knees hovering above your mat, and then opening them and rocking back. And then again, forward and back. We're going to hold here. So rocked forward, the knees are hovering, tightening those abs. Now we're going to send one leg straight as we keep the opposite bent. So we're in a little down dog variation. And then rocking it forward again. And then straightening the other leg. And rocking forward. And we're going to straighten both legs this time into your full downward dog. Make any adjustments you need. If you'd like to walk your dog before we settle into this pose for a few breaths, please do so. Remember, this is about your practice, not mine. It doesn't matter what you look like. It matters how you feel. So this class, as well as all yoga classes, should make your body feel and your mind feel light and easy and just really good. So now we're going to settle into our downward dog. Shoulders dropping down the back, fingertips pushing the mat away. Trying to draw your heels to the mat, really firing up your thighs. Tailbone is lifted skyward as you drop the head heavy, shaking yes or no. Your gaze should be somewhere between your knees, maybe your calves. Really relaxing here. Take a big inhale through the nose and exhale out of the mouth. Looking toward your fingertips, we're going to carefully walk to the top of the mat. Your feet should be about hips width distance. Slight bend in the knees. We're going to grab opposite elbow and we're just going to hang our head. Let everything just fall, cascade downward. In our ragdoll here, if you'd like to have some movement, feel free to just sway gently side to side. It can be a small movement. It could be a really big rocking movement. Maybe a little figure eight. Whatever feels good to you today in this moment, do it. Really concentrate on letting go of the head, allowing it to hang heavy. And allow the rocking to come to a standstill. Release the hands to the mat, palms up. Taking a greater bend in the knees, we're going to slowly rise, rolling up one vertebra at a time, really pushing the feet into the ground. So rooting down to rise up. Shoulders coming up, rolling down the back, palms facing forward to receive. Crown of the head is reaching up, slight lift in the chin, ribs are pulling in, abs are pulling in, your thighs are engaged, hips are slightly lifted with your tailbone, slight drop to your tailbone. Shoulders open, allowing your heart to shine. Closing your eyes. It's here we're going to make an intention for this practice. It could be anything you want, no judgments. Your intention can sound like this. In this practice, I will not self-judge. In this practice, I will fully let go. I know I am loved, and most importantly, I am enough. Now breathe in all those affirmations and then exhale and let them go. Inhale the arms up, bringing the palms together, looking skyward. We're going to bend at the hips, bring your hands through prayer center, forward fold, dropping the head. Inhale, bringing the spine out to a half fold so that you're sending a lot of energy out the tailbone and out of the top of the head. So you're being pulled in two different directions. This should feel great, your hamstrings, and it's a release in the low back. And we're going to release to your forward fold. If you can't reach the ground, using a block or that chair is a good prop to use, or just folding as much as you can. Trying to keep the weight in the balls of your feet rather than back in your heels. We're going to rise with a flat back, sweeping arms up and reverse swan dive, palms together, bringing your hands to your heart center. Mountain Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale as we forward fold, hinging at the hips. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come rising up, flat back. Arms to prayer. Through your heart center, Tadasana. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold. This time we're going to exhale. We're going to step back with our left foot, holding our lunge for a moment, engaging the glutes, really sending that left hip forward as you send your right back. So you want them to be nice and level. Shine your heart center forward. Release the knee to the ground, releasing the toes, bringing your hands to the top of the knee here. So again, pushing the hip, the left hip forward, sending the right back. This protects the back, engaging the abs, long neck, crown of the head, reaching up. Bringing the arms up, sinking a little lower, stretching that hip, releasing the hands to the floor, engaging those toes, firing the leg to low lunge again. We're going to send the right leg back to meet the left into your plank pose. We're going to hold plank, really pulling those heels back, lifting those abs. So we don't want to have a banana back, and we don't want to be too high up. Your bottom should be lower than your shoulders. We're going to slowly lower all the way to the ground. Toes flat on the mat. Lifting the chest forward, shining the heart forward into a cobra. Releasing back down. Again, lifting up and lowering down, bringing your right cheek to the mat. Last time, lifting up, cobra, tightening the butt, bending the knees through table, tucking the toes, sending your chest to your thighs, tailbone up, downward facing dog. Breathing. Looking toward your hands. We're going to bring our right leg forward, holding the lunge, bringing the hips level, shining the heart forward, engaging those glutes, dropping the left knee down, releasing the toes, using your hands on top of your thigh. Inhale the arms up. Bringing the hands to the mat, engaging those toes, lifting the thigh off the ground, holding your lunge. And we're going to take a giant step forward, meeting your right or your left leg. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Hands through heart center, Tadasana. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to step back with our left foot into our lunge again, really grounding down with our feet. We're going to lift up into our full crescent, holding here. We're going to bring our hands and we're going to twist. Whoop, losing my balance. So you're going to twist towards your thigh, really engaging those glutes. Twisting. Bring your hands forward, looking up. Hands to the mat. We're going to send our right leg back, lifting it up. Bring the knee in. And we're going to do three-legged dog, the right leg lifted. Try to square your shoulders. So you don't want to open, but you want to keep your body square and your hip is just open. And then go ahead and square the hips so the leg's not going to lift as high. You should feel great stretch down the left hamstring. Point the toe. We're going to bend the knee. Bring it to your elbow. Hold. And send it back. And then bring the knee back forward. Hold it to your elbow. And send it back. Again, bending the knee, bringing it to your elbow. And sending it back. Bringing it to plank. Keeping the leg lifted. We're going to lower all the way down. Hold the leg. And now release it to the floor. Upward facing dog. Thighs are off the mat here. Tucking the toes. Downward facing dog. That was awesome. Good job. Downward dog, our nice resting pose. Another inhale. Full exhale. Looking towards your hands. You're going to bring your left leg forward into your lunge now. Grounding down with your feet. Nice solid base. Lift the arms up. Crescent lunge. So gathering yourself here, knowing we're going to twist. Take your breath with you. Exhale, twist. Really reaching with the arms. Bringing the arms forward, lifting them up. And then hands to mat. Holding your high lunge. Okay, palms to the mat. We're going to take that left foot. We're going to do our ab work now. You know it's coming. So we're going to lift the foot back. We're going to go up to a downward facing dog, three-legged down dog. Bring the knee in. Bring it to your elbow. Hold. And then send it back. Three-legged dog. Square your hips so your leg's not going to be as high. Point the toe, bend the knee. Bring it to your elbow. Hold. Really strong. You can do this. Send the leg back. And again, inhale. Bring it forward. And exhale, send it back. Last time, bring the knee in. And back. Looking towards your hands. And then glide up to a three-pointed plank. So one-legged plank. Holding the foot, lifting it. Lifting the head, gazing a little forward. You got this. Bending the knee or arms. Releasing the foot to the ground. Upward facing dog. Tucking the toes, lifting the tailbone, downward facing dog. Let's hold this for 3 full rounds of breath. Looking towards your hands, step or hop towards the top of the mat. Inhale, half fold, and then let go. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we're going to rise up. Bring your hands through prayer as we meet in Tadasana. Eyes closed, tight the glutes, the thighs, really feeling the mat with your full foot. So like you're pushing down, you're making an imprint. You're pushing down so hard that the crown of your head is shooting up, rising taller. Coming back to your intention, you are enough. Inhale the arms up, exhale forward fold. Rounding the spine half. Exhale, stepping back to your plank. Holding plank for 5, 4, tightening the thighs. 3, 2, 1. We're going to come to our forearms, holding a lower plank. 5, 4, 3, tightening. 2, 1. Pushing back up to a plank. I'm going to shift everything to the right side. So you're stacking your feet. You can bring out the other foot, whatever side you're on. Okay, we're keeping it here. Arms lifted. Really lifting those thighs up. Tightening your glutes. Holding in. It's great for your obliques. You could bring your foot up. Whatever you need to do to make it your practice and hold. Looking down to the mat and rotate to the other side. Bring the hand up. Really pressing through those heels, lifting up with the glutes. Looking towards the mat. We're going to hold plank again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting the hips up to downward facing dog. 3 full cycles of breath. Shaking your head yes and no. Releasing that tension. Big inhale. And full complete exhale. Looking towards your hands, we're going to slide back to plank. We're going to do some mountain climbers. Here we go. So you're going to bring your knee in, send the foot back. Knee up to the elbow and back. Now you can keep this pace. This might be enough for today, and that's okay. Or we can speed it up. Or you can full on run it out. We're going to keep doing this for a few more moments. And downward dog. Bring it back to plank, lowering all the way down to the ground. Release the toes. You're going to clasp your hands behind your back, really pushing the tops of the feet into your mat. You're going to use your hands to pull and peel your upper body off the mat. So on the inhale, we're going to lift up. And exhale, release the left cheek to the mat. Slowing the breath. Inhale, lifting it up. And bringing the opposite cheek to the floor. And last time, inhale up. And release. Bringing the forearms to the mat. So your hands are slightly just below your shoulders. And we're going to lift up to a Sphinx pose. And then release down. And again up. This is great for building strength in the low back and then lower down. And last time, lifting up to pulling your hands back and then release. Good job. We're going to roll to our back and we're going to hug our knees into our chest, rocking side to side slightly. Grabbing the outsides of your feet, pulling your knees down, rocking as you're in a happy baby. Straighten your legs out all the way if you'd like, bending them down. Okay, we're going to bring our feet to the mat, touching the heels with our fingertips, so bring them towards your glutes. Mesh your hands to the mat. We're going to lift up on an inhale, lifting our heels up into a our hips up into a bridge. So full exhale, and on your inhale, lift up. Bringing your hands below your back, hooking them underneath, using them as a lever to push your hips higher. And we're going to hold here, really tightening those glutes. Pushing the earth away with your feet, lift even higher. Release the hands, come up on your toes, and we're rolling down our spine one vertebra at a time with our tailbone to arrive last. And do this 2 more times with an option for a full wheel if you'd like. Okay, on your inhale, you're going to rise up, lifting the hips high, pushing the earth away. Trying to bring your knees in instead of out as much as you can. You don't need your knees touching, the hips distance is perfect. Lifting the toes, releasing the shoulders and the hands, slowly rolling down. Tailbone to arrive last. So here, if you'd like to express into full wheel, you may, or you can do another bridge. I am going to do another bridge today, but you do what you want. And lifting up, bringing the shoulders together, clasping the hands, pushing the hips higher. Releasing the shoulders, high up on those toes as we roll down one vertebra at a time. We're going to do a quick hug with our knees, and then we're going to do a little glute workout before twisting everything out. All right, so feet on the mat. We're going to lift up our hips. Our hands can stay by the side, and we're just going to release and push up. Release, push up. So when you release, you relax the glutes. Push up, you engage. So again, up and up and up and up. Now hold as high as you can. It's going to sound weird, but I want you to try to engage your right glute, left glute, right glute, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Squeeze, squeeze, tucking your hips up, squeeze, squeeze. Holding both glutes, holding it for 10, higher, 8, 7, 6, 5, holding it higher, 3, pushing the earth away, 2, 1. Up on your toes, high heels, lowering one vertebra at a time. Great job. Knees in, rocking back and forth. We're going to send our knees all the way to the right side, opening the hands into a T as we turn our gaze to the left. You can also cross your legs for a deeper twist. So I'm crossing my left over my right and twisting. So if you suffer from low back pain, it's important to really strengthen the core and strengthen the glutes. Once you have a little bit more muscle tone in those areas, your low back won't be working as hard. So our knees are on our chest, we're rocking back and forth. I'm going to cross my right over the left as I twist to the left, opening my arm to the right. And then bringing our knees up, hugging them in. Send our legs straight out, holding the back of the knees or right lower thigh or lower hamstring, flexing the feet. We're going to do one more ab workout before resting in Shavasana. Okay? Don't turn it off yet. You got this. Okay. So we're going to place our hands on the mat, palms down. Or lower our feet just a little. We're going to bring them back up. Lowering the legs down a little bit lower, holding, and then bringing them back up. Bringing them down a little lower this time. Hold. And then back up. Now we're going to bring them to our lowest point and we're going to hold 10, 9, 8. Shaking is good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't let go. And let go. Release. So now we're going to find ourselves in Shavasana. Legs open to the corners of your mat. Feet splayed open, allowing your legs to just roll out. Palms facing skyward to receive any last minute adjustments before we relax. In a resting pose, allowing our body to absorb all the work we just did. Giving thanks to our healthy bodies to be able to move the way we just did. And knowing we are enough. Closing your eyes, releasing any tension between your eyebrows and your jaw, releasing the neck. Just feeling your entire body completely and fully supported by the earth. You don't need to hang on. Completely surrender. Let go. You're going to lay here for a few moments, and I will bring you back when it's time to move. Enjoy. Bringing the awareness back to the room. Slowly moving the fingers and your toes. If you'd like to rest a little longer in Shavasana, please pause and rest here as long as you'd like. We're going to go ahead and take a giant stretch, arms overhead, lifting the ribs up. Then we're going to roll to one side, resting the head on your arm, pausing for a moment, acknowledging all the good you just did. You made yourself a priority, and that's awesome. Pushing the earth away as we come into an easy sitting position. Long spine, resting the hands along the knees, keeping the eyes closed. Bringing palms of your hands together. Bring your hands to your forehead. Reminding yourself to think positive thoughts about you and about others. Thumbs to your lips. Reminding yourself to speak truth and be honest. Hands to your heart center. Reminding yourself to be love, to show love to all that you meet. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this yoga flow. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be posting more videos to increase the core, the glutes, and all of that will naturally help with the low back. A couple things you can do home right before bed, legs up the wall. So you just lay down with your butt against the wall and just bring your legs up flat against the wall. Doing that for about 10 minutes a day is extremely beneficial and therapeutic for your entire body. It's also very relaxing and then helps the low back. And I look forward to making more videos for you. Thank you. Bye.